Piggy.
Welcome back.
Piggy. How are you, mate?
We're back, and we're better than ever.
What's going on, Pig?
Not much, Pig.
Talk
I've
me
just
through it.
gotten through the first week of the first official week of Supercoach.
Yeah, it was good. All 9 games.
Yeah, it was good, wasn't it?
Very exciting.
Plenty of action, plenty of punting, plenty of Supercoach sweating.
Yes.
Plenty of tips, plenty of heartbreak.
League sweating, Pig.
Yeah, plenty of league
You want
sweating.
to just get that out of the way early, or you want to talk about that, or what?
Sounds like you want to get it out of the way, Pig. So why don't you lead, hey?
Well,
All right,
yes.
so we have about 10 leagues that we're in, and one of them we faced off round 1.
Yes.
It's a bit like a preseason game, if I'm honest.
Yep.
But
I don't know about that.
I wouldn't take too much out of it, but the floor's yours, mate. If you want to just tell us.
I just want to start by really just stamping my authority on this podcast.
Pig, you've been doing a podcast for 3 years. You can't just lean your head away from the camera and talk.
It's time, Pig. It's time. The time has come to let everyone know I am the guy.
I thought that was a Trump 24.
Make Supercoach great again.
Oh, God.
What better time, Pig, than a nice league win?
That is gross.
To get the old memorabilia out.
God damn it!
God damn it.
Oh, Piggy.
Pig, you're going to have to take that to a tailor because that needs to be alterated, isn't it?
That's all right.
Alterated, is that the word?
Look, it's going to become a prop in the studio, but I thought I'd just get it out. Really stamp my authority as number 1 coach in the room.
All right, Pig, you're the man. Okay, so what did we end up scoring?
We had a good week, both of us, I'd say.
Yeah, not bad. Not too bad.
21-57 for me, which is pretty good. I'm happy with that.
21-24. So you beat me by 33 points.
Yep. I did.
I'll go straight off the bat. I think we were pretty evenly matched and looked like I was probably going to steal the victory, but you made a bit of a genius move in the lead up to the round. I don't mind talking about. So we both had Riley Sanders for most of the preseason.
Yep.
And then a couple of days out, you reached out to me and you said, hey, Bailey Humphries. I like the kid.
Yep.
I like the kid too, but I think you need Sam Lawler type balls to make the move, and you decided to go with him over Sanders.
Yep.
And geez, it paid off. It literally was. I would have to say it's literally the difference, right?
Yes. Well, I was happy with the move because it got me to Conning as well, Pig.
That's right. Yeah.
I went Sanders to Humphrey and got me to Conning from. I had about 300K to spend. So
okay.
There's not much. There wasn't much in the way of defenders in the 300K mark. So got me up to DeConning, which
that's good.
Sam DeConning I'm talking about.
Yeah, I bring DeConning in as well, so I kind of cancelled you out in that one. But what did Humphries end up scoring?
104.
So now let's put that into perspective. So
he was great.
Yeah, so you Sanders got a 64, so you got 104. So 40 points difference is basically what you beat me with.
That was the difference.
That's the difference between pain and glory, you know.
You'd love to see it, Pig.
Well done, Pig.
Hey, it's just a long season, Pig.
You got something here for you?
God damn it. Yeah, give me that pig noise.
Piggy.
Give me that pig noise. I love it.
Fair enough.
Frolicking in the mud.
Say that again.
Say that again, all right? Hey, guess what?
What, Pig?
One door shuts and another door opens. So we're actually versing each other again.
We've got another league, yes.
This time in the High Rollers League.
Yes,
so this is for all the chips. So
a bit going on. Yep.
Let's just say I had a scathing player review on Monday.
Yeah.
Because I can't be losing to you 2 weeks in a row.
Okay,
so
yes, fair enough.
I'm coming out with a different outfit this week. So
very good.
Just be prepared.
I mean, it can't be that different, but...
Well, we don't know. Maybe I've boosted. Who knows?
Whoa.
Nah, I'm not too sure about that.
Early boost.
All right, Piggy. So you good? You feel good? Your ego's been stroked?
Yep. No, I do feel good. Yep. All right, let's move on.
This man!
Nah, fair play. I'd be gloating too. So, yeah, you're a better man than me on the day, Pig, but we move on. So,
that's good fun.
Hey, Pig, there's heaps of stories. There's obviously 9 games. It's hard to get through everyone. So let's just talk about some of the biggest scores for the week. We like to call our segment Pigs of the Week.
Yep.
So, do you want to kick us off? Who do you think were a couple of your pigs?
So, you mean in our teams or just in general?
Well, I think, mate, we're that good that they're probably in both, to be honest. But, let's just go right at AFL. So, there will be some in your team. But, let's talk about some of the wider AFL.
Yeah, well, probably Josh Dunkley's one we want to mention, Piggy. He sort of flew under the radar, didn't he, this year again?
He was amazing.
Yes, pretty disrespected by coaches. Only 1% of coaches own him. But
yeah.
What do you have, 170-something?
173 points. Ooh. So, laid 10 tackles by the look of this.
Big.
He's good. Definitely an option. But he does, he has his up and down games. But, Ashcroft and Neale also had a bit of a down game as well. But, hey, Josh Dunkley's been doing it that big for that long. So, it's not the worst call to bring him in.
Yep. No, he was massive. He was very impressive. So, he's got to be on the radar. The Lions have a ridiculous fixture in the next 6 or 7 weeks.
Yeah. So, yeah, okay, that's one to watch as well. He's not a bad price. He's obviously in that real high bracket, but he's at 600 or just around about something like
just
that.
over 600, I think. So you're paying top dollar, but he's right in the mix for a top 8. So money well spent if you did decide to do it.
Oh, absolutely mammoth score. So, it has to be considered. Hey, Tom de Koning.
Yeah, he's one that slipped through the radar for me. I had him in my team a lot throughout the preseason, and I knew it was going to happen. Oh, actually, against Nank as well was quite impressive.
That was huge. That was
I didn't think he might struggle a little bit against Nank, but geez.
He had 25, 30 hit outs, and he just looked so good around the ground. I was a bit of a doubter as well, but he was amazing. 148 points.
He's like an extra midfielder, isn't he? Like he's okay in the ruck, but he's agile. He jumps up, and wow.
He's very good. Yep. The only thing I talked about would be bringing Pitnat back, because it's all well and good if he's dominating, but if Carlton are losing, but that's still 4 to 5 weeks away. So
Pitto's a little way away. Yep, for sure.
All right,
so he's one that hurt not having. I know he's very heavily owned as well. So every time he goes big, it hurts us big.
Yeah, that's okay. But it is what it is, Pig. You know, we've probably made up in other areas of the ground. I've got 2 ruckmen I'm pretty happy with. I'll touch on in a second. But hey, Bailey Smith, bad boy Bailey Smith, Mr. Bonds 2025.
Huge.
Yeah, he's massive.
Bazza.
So
I think he's a must-have. Even obviously now he is, but before that he was a must-have.
Well, it says 70% of coaches have him. I can't believe the whole AFL doesn't have the whole league doesn't have him. So he had 33 touches, kicked a goal. He looked amazing. Yep.
So there's going to be some, that 30% of coaches are going to be, trying to get him in this week, I think.
Like, he's an amazing option for a forward line, for a midfielder, let alone the fact that he's forward, you know? So, you have to get him. You're pretty stupid if you don't get him after that.
Yeah, got to get him.
It's good, but it sucks because it kind of just means nothing, really, doesn't it?
Yeah, negates. So, yep.
Yeah, but you never know. You could come up against that 30% that don't have him, and it could be glory for us. Hey, one of my personal favourites, Dane Dorco.
Your personal favourite, is he?
great fella.
Just keeps doing it for you. What is he, 40 years old or something?
He's be 40.
Oh,
he looks 50.
Dork.
He moves around like he's 50, but he's must be his footy IQ must be just through the roof. So he had 24 disposals. He just picked it up. So he's worth a lot of money, but God, he's so good. 139 points. I disrespect him not even considering him most years. So I definitely need to have a look at him.
Yep. Another guy that we're going to have to get in ASAP with their run. Pig, he's just going to rack up some big scores. Defender, obviously going to be a top 4 defender, you'd think. So get him in.
And another one we want to talk about, Jack Ross. So
Jackie Ross.
He played on the Thursday game. He was a massive part of why Richmond knocked Carlton over.
He was everywhere.
Yeah, he was amazing. And we're like, who was this guy? We thought he was part of the dud class, you know, the Richmond 3rd to 4th years, like the Ralph Smiths and
Steely Greens.
Yeah, the Steely Greens and the likes. But no, Jack Ross is a little bit different. So, hey, I did a bit of a deep dive on him. About 3 a.m. I was just sitting up in the throne. I just didn't know what to look at. So I'm going to do a deep dive on Jack Ross. So, I'll give you a bit of rundown. What do you reckon?
Yeah, what'd you find, Big? Tell me what you find.
So, Jack Ross, he's taken the 2018 draft, which is, in our eyes, one of the super drafts. That's the
what pick was he?
He was in the 40s, maybe 41, 42. So he slid out. He actually didn't even get invited to the draft, the national draft, the draft combine. He went through the state combine, but having a bit of a deeper look into him. So in his under 16 year, he was actually Vic Metro's captain, which is a pretty big feat, and he was tracking really well. And then for whatever reason, under 18s, I don't know what actually happened to him, but he fell out of the squad and didn't make the under 18 squad.
I think you said he was All-Australian as well, maybe? Or did they not do that for under 16s?
He wasn't. No, he could have been All-Australian 16s. I don't know. I can't remember that fact. But captain of Vic Metro is a huge thing. Huge. And then so he played the under 18s in Oakley Chargers, and he won the best and fairest there.
That's right. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, then he didn't get to the national combine. So then
crazy. You win the BNF in your draft year and you don't get invited to the combine.
I know. Something happened. That's very odd anyway, I thought, when I read through that.
So weird, yeah.
So then he went and played for... then he went to Richmond. He had a bit of a slow start. Then he started picking up a bit of pace and playing some more games, and he looked pretty good. And then he had... I think it was 2023. He looked like he was about to... get to the next level. Like, he was getting a few games, having 20 plus disposals, and then all of last year is basically wiped out from stress fractures in the feet. Then, like, if we didn't know who he was in the end of 23, like, he completely wiped him from our memories in last year. So, so now he's back. He looked amazing. He's 300K for a midfielder. What do you think? Is he someone you consider?
Well, yeah, the role was great. He was basically their number one guy.
Yep.
Along with Taranto and Hopper. But, yeah, he was everywhere.
Yeah.
I really like what I saw from Ross.
And there's a lot of debate if Taranto is actually the number one guy because
he's
his
not
disposal
the guy.
is disgusting.
It's terrible.
Say that again.
He just doesn't look where he's kicking it.
Move this man!
Like, he will never look up where he's kicking it.
Yeah, he'll come
It's just
good when he's
crazy.
35 or something
And
like
the
that.
thing is, like, he'll have so much time as well, but he just refuses to do it.
It's just built into him. He can't
Yeah,
change it.
yeah,
There's some
yeah.
guys that cannot change that,
Yeah.
and that's the difference between the best and the absolute elite. So,
Yep.
yeah,
Yep. I
Tim
mean, he gets
Taranto,
plenty of it, but yeah,
it's
no,
a
not
blunt
for me.
object. So,
Not for me.
yeah, no, not for me. Timmy,
Yeah,
not for
Jackie
you,
Ross,
me, not
for
for
us.
Kane Corns,
Yeah.
not for a few of us. But
300K, yeah, and the price is right, Pig. I mean, something to look at for sure.
I know it's so hard. Maybe like if he goes up slightly and we can fit him in, it's just so hard to fit him in.
Well, yeah, he's one to keep an eye on if we do need a fullback, you know, because sometimes you are in a tough situation where you need to find a
like a stopgap.
350 guy or a 360 guy. You're like, oh shit, like there's no one here.
Yeah.
He could be one to save you if you do need it.
I'll tell you what, if he has a good game this weekend and Will Day flops, I'll seriously consider it. Will Day.
Well, that's a nice little segue, Pig. Why don't we talk about Will Day? I know you're pretty hot on Will Day.
I'm pissed off at myself, honestly, because
You weren't going to pick him.
I almost made fun of myself for doubting him in the preseason after that big showing. I picked him last minute. I know I shouldn't have picked him, and I picked him, and he did exactly what I really thought he would do, even though I bloody picked him. Yeah, he had 77 points, but it's not even the 77 points. It's literally how he played. He looked lethargic, sluggish. Halfway through the game, we're like, he's getting tagged. Then I realised Caldwell was on him. Wasn't even tagging him. He's just beating him. He's just throwing him around the ball. And then, yeah, even in the last quarter, I don't know, maybe he just, something going on with him in that game, but he looked so slow and sluggish.
Yeah, it's a tricky one.
So how do you feel now, a week into it?
Oh, I don't feel great about it.
No.
No, I don't feel great about it at all. He's definitely on the chopping block.
Well, obviously his big score in round one's going to make, he's not going to lose money, but he needs to
He should
go.
still make money. I mean, his break even's what, 70 or 49.
Yeah, okay.
So he'll make some money. If he scores a 90, he'll make 20K.
But what's the pass mark? 90 plus, you keep him?
Yeah, 90 plus.
Yeah, okay.
Yep.
Keep him one more week.
Yeah, 90 plus. And then he's got his buy, so
Yep.
probably keep him for at least 2 more weeks regardless of
Yeah,
unless he
and-
really stinks it up.
Maybe we're salty because we had an absolute lock of a multi ready to go, and we just
20
did real day
touches.
20.
He was not even close.
He got, what did he get, 17?
16, I think.
Disgusting.
Not even close. Boo
Say
this,
that again.
Boo this man. Yeah. Yeah, not good, Pig. So, hey, look, everyone gets one pass.
Yeah.
Some get more than one pass, but he gets one pass.
Pig,
and-
not the footy gods. We don't get one pass. We have to be on our A game every week.
Yes, no, every player gets a pass, Pig.
No, you're right.
So yeah, he gets a pass. He's got
Yep.
the Blues tomorrow night. I'm expecting a bounce back from him.
I am
don't
too,
think he'll
yep.
cop much attention,
No,
really.
I don't think so.
And even if he does, you got to be better, mate.
You got to be the best if you want to be. If you want to beat the best, you got to be
Like,
the
go
best.
forward and hit the scoreboard.
That's the big one. If he can hit the scoreboard with a couple goals,
Yep, he'll still be able to score.
Then he should score around 100.
Yep.
Hey, this one's a big point of contention this week. Lachie Neale, 41
Lucky
points.
Neale, the Neale deal.
So
Yeah.
it sounds like Dunkley ate about 70, 80 of his points up, right?
Yeah, well, he got the hard tag
Yeah.
all day. So
But
Yeah,
like, it's not like he's not a
I know,
dual Brownlow
I
medalist
know.
Premiership player. Like,
yes,
come on.
I know. But
I guess James Jordan, like the taggers are good, but it's Lachie Neale, man.
yeah,
Is he the guy?
I think he's the guy. Pig. He's
I know.
just,
I've had him before, and he's
obviously,
done
if you
this.
got him, you're not stoked about it. But I think he'll be fine.
But he's done this to me heaps. So I always pick him. Nearly every year he'll find his way into my team, and he'll have 140, and then he'll have a 70 or something like that.
Yeah.
So
It's,
yeah,
it's sort of frustrating because if it's not round one, you can sort of put it down to the tag.
yeah,
But if it's round one, is he underdone? Or like, was it just
Yeah.
the tag?
yeah.
Yeah, we'll have to see. Questions to be answered on him. Obviously, you're
Yeah.
holding him, but we want to make sure he's in ripping nick this week.
Well, that's why I really believe it's a risk to take Dunkley too early because maybe, like, you know, I'll use Gold Coast as an example. I hardly mention any of their players in any of our write-ups because all their scores were so inflated. So you had like
Against
Wits.
the Eagles.
Yeah, you had Wits, Rao, Anderson,
Yeah, they all went big.
Took Miller. They all went like 130s.
Yep.
So like So maybe if Dunkley got a 170 in a team where everyone were getting over hundreds, but it was basically Dunkley and Daylight. If you look at that team, Dane Zorka obviously, but he's a different position. But Ashcroft got in the 70s. Neale got 41. I'm not sure what McCluggage got, but I doubt any of them broke the ton.
Like 60 or 70 or something.
Yeah, so there you go. So, not taking any away from Dunkley. I think he's an absolute star. But, just that's why I'm a little bit hesitant.
Yeah, definitely a little yellow light going off next to his name pick for Neale. Just wait and see.
Yep. So, the question is, and if anyone's listening, it's probably relevant, if you had Neale now, you wouldn't trade him, obviously?
No way.
Yep. Tell me why you think not to trade him.
Well, he's got the Eagles this week.
Yep. Yeah, I'm asking. I'm not doubting. I'm asking you. If someone asks you, what would you say to him?
Yeah, 100% keep him.
Yeah,
he's going to go big this week.
Yeah,
providing he's fit and healthy. Like I said, we don't know for sure, but I just give him the benefit of the doubt that it was just an off game and he got tagged, and he'll bounce back this week.
All right, no worries. So he's a pig still.
He's still a pig. He's got North, St Kilda, Richmond, all coming up in the next few weeks. So
all
back him in. Back him in till then.
So this is one that I had on my team, Power Pepper.
Oh, Peps.
It's got an 18, but geez,
no,
probably one of the better scores for Port Power. Even though some of the midfielders did score well, but that's a joke.
He's in a lot of teams too.
I know. Well,
50,000 teams he's in.
Yeah, mine's one of them. Yes. Mine's included. So
what's your plan there then?
Look, on my plan, honestly, is I'm going to trade him. And the 18 is not great, and I think he should bounce back. But I just seen how many primo rookies are on offer at the moment.
Yes.
There's no way you could have fit them all in your team. Like, I went Lawler, where a lot of people wouldn't have gone Lawler. I've got Tsatas in my team. I had Foss, who I still think will come good. But you had Xavier Lindsay, who's my favourite going into the preseason. I don't know why I didn't back him and go. He scored in the 80s. You had Levi Ashcroft, who's sub 1 minute, 25 touches and 80 odd the next minute. And then O'Driscoll. He's got 100, didn't he? Close to it.
So 90.
90.
Yeah,
so they're all the same price as Power Pepper. And I'm thinking Power Pepper will come good, but am I better just sitting one of those guys instead of Peps?
I think so.
Yeah. So, I don't want to be too reactive.
Especially Ashcroft.
Exactly. So
providing he's playing, obviously.
I'm thinking it's more of a strategic move for me, not so much a performance. Like if he scored a 70, I'd be a little bit less inclined to do it. But 18 points kind of forced my hand, and he's very unpredictable.
Yep. So are you going to do it this week, or are you going to wait till, because he's got Richmond at home?
Yeah, I think I'm going to do it this week, only because I've got, you've got Levi Ashcroft, who's got.
He's got the Eagles,
The Eagles, for example. So, and then Xavier Lindsay's got North as well. So,
yes, he does.
It's not the end of the world, I don't think. So,
I know. Pep's not really going to hurt you, is he? Like, he's not going to score a 140.
No, he's not. That's what I mean. Right. So, I'd rather have one of these other kids in that extra spot than have Pep. So,
I think that's the go, big.
Yeah.
Flick him off, lick your wounds.
Yeah, one more that everyone seems to be running to jump off, and that's Harry Perryman.
Yeah, Perryman. So, he's... the hot topic.
Again.
He's the hot topic this week.
Yeah, I thought that was a bit stiff, right?
You reckon?
62 points.
62, it's not great.
He's only 400k. Like he's not like he's.
I know.
Yeah, when you've got Lockie Neale getting a 44, you got a few bad scores floating around. But do you think it's early, or do you think it's okay?
It's still one too early. I think. Yeah, like I said, everyone gets one big.
Yeah.
If they it gets one more go in my team.
Yeah.
Yep.
So what's a pass mark? 90.
Yep.
85, 90.
85 plus for me would be a pass mark. Obviously the eye test as well.
Well, let's be realistic for a second. If he was forced to stay on your team the whole year, so there was no option to trade him, what would you genuinely be expecting from him? Come season end, would it be? And
as an average,
80,
85 to 90, 85 plus,
okay,
yeah.
So I don't think he's that far away from where he should be. And
I mean, ideally, he's a guy that would be one of your last upgrades in the defence.
Yep.
Like he'll just sit at D6 for 15 weeks or whatever, and then you can punt him at his bye. That would be the ideal situation.
Yeah, so he got 62 from only 13 touches, and it's really hard to judge someone on a game where they absolutely smashed the Power. So the only thing I am a bit worried about is if they're going to push him back down in defence. You said he played a bit of more of a split.
It was more, a little bit, but it was more so he was doing a bit of a job on Horn Francis.
Okay.
So and obviously that's why Horner didn't score that well either.
Yeah.
Say that again.
Yeah.
Say that again.
Just have to see what his role is, but
yeah. Okay, wait and see.
Degoe's back this week.
Yeah, but he's going to sit up forward, surely.
Yeah, he'll sit up forward for the most part, you'd think. But, just keep an eye on it. But, don't go too early. I think you'll have a good week this week against the doggies.
No, that's all good. So, basically, they're probably the main ones.
He's on notice, though.
He has
to be put on notice.
Yeah, I've tapped him on the shoulder. So, hey, great win, but we need to have a quick chat.
We can't have 60s, mate.
Yeah, we need 20 touches from you, and that should get us around the mark. So, anyone else you think is under the chopping block? Maybe not in our teams or?
Not really. Tsatas is probably one.
Is that only mainly due to the fact of those young guns that we talked about?
Yeah, exact same situation as Peps.
Yeah,
it's obviously not as bad of a score, but he has to be on notice because we can't have him in our team and not the other guys if he's not performing.
He just looks so bad, honestly. He says 50% time on ground, which is not ideal. Yeah. But when he was on ground, he looked horrible.
Really? I didn't see much of that game.
And I think he ended up with, what did I say? He had 14 touches or something.
Yeah.
But that was being generous. He was not looking like he's going to break 20, 30 points to the end of the game. So
apparently it was all late. Yeah, he did it second half. He did most of his work.
But even that in the last quarter, he's running on the wing to kick the ball into the half forward and he shinned the ball. He went to drop the ball on his foot and it hit himself in the shin and went and dribbled 15 metres. I don't know how many points that is, but that is not good enough.
Say that again. Say that again.
We can't have that.
Let's give him a double.
Have that. We got to give him a double.
Can we boo him maybe?
Yeah, definitely boo this man.
Man.
Yeah, definitely boo him. So he's not only on notice in our teams, he's probably on notice in the Bombers 22, I'd imagine.
I really think so. And like you said, you got Parrish coming, and that's what I said in the preseason is when they got a full brigade of midfielders. Who's the guy that's going to miss out? It's not going to be Durham. It's definitely not going to be Caldwell. It's not going to be Merritt. It's literally only Tsatas.
Yep. So he'd be one of the first out, you'd think. So definitely a big watch on selection this week for the Bombers. But he's in a bit of trouble.
Yeah, and he's got the bye, so Yep.
And while we're on the Bombers Pig, just give me 30 seconds on Jai Caldwell.
Yeah, I did it right up today. I don't know.
He's a very interesting guy.
It's got a mixed reaction, I think, but he just really sparked by. I'm looking at Will Day and I'm like, this guy's supposed to be the best, and Caldwell just dominated him.
Same price, basically.
Yeah. So I looked at same price, maybe 10K difference, not even. I looked at some just his stats, and I know a bit about his story, but he obviously was a high draft pick for GWS. He moved over to Essendon. His first 3 years, he probably played 10 games total in 3 years.
The Giants, yep.
Yeah, no, I think it's one for the Giants, or maybe one or two for Giants, one for Essendon. So, But I reckon combined 10 games if he's lucky over 3 years. The next 3 years, he's played nearly 70 games in that one block. So now he's into his 7th year. Last year he was a forward midfielder, I'm pretty sure.
He was a mid-forward last year.
And he has scored 94, average 94, which is great. Good. So this year, he looked so good on Friday night, but he had 36 touches, 11 tackles, I think 10 score involvements, but he went at 63% efficiency.
Yep.
So if he cleaned that up to 70%,
150 plus.
Oh, 150 plus it would have been. So I reckon watch that space. If you've got Will Day and you're thinking, I don't know about this guy now, there's about 3 or 4 players right around that mark. You go up to the 50K mark where Petraka is, 550 and the likes, but there's a couple and he's one of them I'm looking at right now.
And nobody has him.
Nobody has him.
0.2% of team.
Yeah, so I think you could get a jump on that one.
Yep. Interesting. I like that. I did like that call. He was very good last year.
Yeah.
And obviously, very young still, so plenty of room for growth.
And he's definitely got aggression, which is some of these Bombers midfielders literally lack aggression.
Yeah.
Him and Durham have aggression.
Yep.
Merritt doesn't even really have that much aggression in him, really. Let's be honest. Tsatas was disappointing. Parrish is a P, so... Yeah. All right, Piggy, that was fantastic. Let's get into the rookies. There's so many rookie scores.
Yep.
Who do you think your favourite rookie for the round was?
Rookie scores. Okay.
I've
got a couple. Just off the top, my boy Mitch Nevitt. I want to talk about him. Yeah. There's heaps of other guys to talk about.
Say that again.
But he was fantastic, Mitchy Nevitt. 82.
Yeah, that was great.
Yep. So he's sort of flown under the radar in terms of all the other rookies. I mean, I know he's heavily owned, but his performance has flown under the radar.
You would have seen a drop in his ownership just before the round started because there's a bit of unknown if he was going to be okay. But I'm so glad I picked him. I took him out, picked him.
Yep.
And 82.
So he's in a lot of teams, but he was fantastic.
Yep.
Midfield role, looked really good. So he looks like he's earned his spot into the Cats 22.
And it's just a nice feeling, especially when the weeks roll on and we get more loophole options. It's nice to have someone like Nevitt sitting on your pine, right?
Yep. So he was great. A couple of the other ones. Lukey Trainer was really good.
Yeah, Lukey Trainer was fantastic.
The score probably doesn't reflect how influential he actually was. I mean, he only scored 50 in the end, but I thought he was better than that.
It's about a 70 to 80 game. At least.
I thought he was pretty good. Took a few marks and did a couple of nice things, smothers and stuff.
Yeah.
So he was fantastic. He looks like he's locked into the team. So that's another defender rookie we can count on, which is great.
Yep. We put
anyone else pick?
The one that we put out in our focus in our Footy Guys newsletter was O'Driscoll. So he was,
Noddy.
He's a bit old. He's 22, but he's won 90K.
What did he score in the end?
He ended up scoring 91 points.
Oh, yeah.
So he had 25 disposals, which is pretty good. 4 tackles in a smashing. He was, he's a point of difference inside that midfield for sure.
Well, interesting as well. He was getting CBAs too.
Yeah.
He wasn't just playing on the outside.
Wing,
He was actually getting some inside time. So
he
racked it up. So he's obviously going to be a must-have rookie price guy.
Yeah, with Hayden Young out, he's definitely one to watch, I think, because he's definitely a point of difference than the Brayshaw and the Sarong. So I'll quickly just blitz through these. Obviously, Levi Ashcroft.
Yeah.
He is exactly what everyone thought he was. And any small question on him is gone now. So he had 25.
Frustrating because if he wasn't going to be named the sub, we both would have started him.
I know. And who did we swap for him? I've got to remember of our teams.
I don't know. Oh, Finn maybe.
No, Lawler. Yeah, so it was all right. It wasn't
worked out all right.
Yeah, it actually wasn't the end of the world, but you're right. You're so right about that. He was definitely in our team for all the preseason. He was amazing. He might have had 22 or 23. Could have been 25. I can't remember.
Yeah, 25.
Yeah, wow. That's amazing. So
25 touches. He was great.
He actually outscored his brother, which is pretty funny. So
He did.
Yeah, so you've got Will Ashcroft and Real Ashcroft because he's
the Will deal.
Say that again.
So he's an absolute piggy. And you know what he also is going to do for us?
Oh, yes.
Make us dollars. So I forgot to put that in. So, we'll just...
Don't forget that.
So Driscoll. Who else did we say?
Ashcroft.
Nevitt. Money.
Money.
We need a moo at the end.
We do need a few things.
Xavier Lindsay. I love this guy so much.
Yes.
I seen someone wrote up.
How good was he?
Said he's so good, pig. I was really hot on him in the draft. He's got all the attributes. I like him to like a Nick Del Santo. I said at the start of the preseason. Someone said Nigel Lappin. I sent you an article today. I can't remember who it was. Maybe Dwayne, your mate, Dwayne Russell. He said he's like a Nigel Lappin. So he scored an 86. He's only 158, so he's actually 40K cheaper than the top of the top.
Great.
He was amazing. Hey, Jake and Costanti, did you see any of his game?
I didn't, but I did hear he went all right. He
74.
Playing for
North.
Yeah,
he came from Sydney, playing North as like a
former first rounder.
Forward. Yeah, like a back end
late first round. Still early
first.
Second. Yep.
Yeah, so he was pretty good. Hey, Ethan Reed scored 100. I don't know what he did for Gold Coast. It's hard to really like.
Yeah, well, again, he's playing the Eagles, but he was up forward.
Yeah.
He looked fucking great.
Is he good?
Good, hey? There's big raps on him.
Yeah, and he's a ruckman too,
so
right?
He's a ruck forward.
Yeah.
And geez, he's gonna be a star.
He's gonna be something.
Yep.
It's probably hard to. Let's see where we go with him.
You wait and see. But geez, academy guy. Whenever you get an academy guy going in the top 8 picks, and a ruckman too. Yeah, so he's going to be great. Yep. That's probably about it. I mean, you got a couple other ones. Kako was all right.
Kako was pretty good.
62. Did do what we needed him to do. Yep. Camporelli.
Yeah, he was good.
56.
Happy
with that. Elijah Hewitt, actually.
Who?
Elijah Hewitt.
Yes, Elijah Hewitt.
He actually did the job. He was struggling early on.
Well, I just gave up on him, but then the last minute, I'm like, DPP, let's get him in.
Yep.
And
so he scored a 52, so happy with that.
Yeah, some of the ones didn't do so great. Obviously, Sam Davison, I fielded him.
Yes,
yeah,
he was
39.
39, so I'm expecting a bounce back this week. Yeah. I do want to talk about Finn O'Sullivan, Pig. What do you think?
Yeah, Fossey. Yeah, I didn't actually catch the game, so
51. I mean, it's okay, but
yeah, it's okay. But like you said, it's so early. Anyone else, you'd be happy with a 50 bumper. We're just glutton for choice at the moment.
Yeah,
but you got to give him a month, I think.
Like he could be a Xavier Lindsay for me, you know.
Yeah, I know that's true. Like I think right now, it just comes down to the trade. If you want to trade him, I don't think you're going to hurt too much if you trade him for a Driscoll, Ashcroft, Xavier Lindsay.
Yep.
But you're probably going to burn a trade for a pretty decent player too. So I'm thinking about it. But I've got two other options. I'm thinking about Tsatas and Pepe. But we'll talk about that shortly because I wanted to ask you before we finish off. But Finn O'Sullivan, I didn't see the game, so I can't really comment on it. Did you see much of it?
Yeah, well, he had a good role. Yeah, he had enough of the ball, but similar to Trainer. Like, he just didn't score well. It was kind of a weird one.
Well, at least you can be like, this is not a ceiling.
He wasn't terrible. Yeah, that's right. So I'm happy to hold him for one more week.
Yeah, one more probably I regret picking is...
him to O'Driscoll sounds juicy to me.
It does sound good. I don't think that's a wrong answer there. It just depends. It's just like, are you going to miss that trade all the way down the track, you know?
Yep.
But O'Driscoll is 22 and he looks the part as well. So maybe he's going to have more scoring power. The only thing I'm a little bit hesitant about trading Finn O'Sullivan is I really think he's a good footballer, but it's like, these next 3 rounds, it's almost a waste of time with these top 18.
Yeah, you don't need to force anything.
I know. So that's what I'm thinking. I'm like, top 18, it's like, and like with the Brisbane and Geelong not having a bye anymore, it's kind of like, it's fizzled out. Like, that's what I said in the preseason about not caring as much about these early buys. We didn't really have to care about them at all, did we?
Yeah. Especially with the players that were on the buys.
Yeah.
Like Suns players, not really melevant players. Hawthorn. Not really that.
And then
really
Dacos made his decision for him. He made the decision for us. So it's a bit of a weird one. It's a bit of a fizz of the early rye rounds.
The whole thing.
Hold on.
Say that again.
The early rye rounds.
Say that again yourself, Pig.
Boomy.
Boo you, Pig. The early rye rounds.
The early rye rounds.
Rye bounds. Early buy rounds, Pig.
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah, and so I think like it's not really, if you don't need to trade at the moment, unless your team's in complete shambles, maybe just think about that. One player that, another one I regret putting in last minute is Liam O'Connell.
Yes. So you went with him in the back line?
Instead of Leak, but Leak did really bad
Leak
as well.
was crap as well. So
I know, but I'm like...
That second defence spot is going to be a bit of a headache, I think.
I like Sullivan or O'Sullivan. Is it Sullivan?
Yeah, O'Sullivan.
No, help me out here. From Geelong.
Yeah, from Geelong. Connor
Sullivan.
Connor O'Sullivan.
Is it O'Sullivan?
I actually don't know.
No, he must go. Who knows? I thought it was Connor Sullivan.
No, O'Sullivan.
Okay, Connor O'Sullivan. I don't even know his name, and I want him in my team.
So he scored a 48.
Yeah, I think he could be a better option than Liam O'Connell.
But like you said, I think that's a problem to worry about.
Oh yeah, nothing's happening. And I'll probably save a spot for West Coast.
Yeah,
rookie.
Bo Allen.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that's just a little bit of a thing that I looked at and I thought a bit silly. But I did bring in Jack Henderson for Melbourne.
Right.
He's got a 55. So I was happy with that move. But all in all, my bench is in a pretty healthy
So many
position.
rookies, isn't there, Pig? So many quick cashies to consider. It's great.
Well, look at these young guys like Lawler dominated. And some of these primo rookies, they're having 20 plus touches.
Yeah.
Like it's a different era.
Different ball game.
Yeah.
I love
all right, Piggy, that was fantastic. Let's finish this off with a little bit of trade talk, right?
Yep.
We basically dipped our toes in that
then.
anyway. So what are you thinking, mate? Like this week, it's just one of those things where I think I can speak for both of us to say our teams are in pretty good spots.
Yeah, well, yours and I are very similar. I don't know if you saw our matchup on the weekend. I think we had 3 unique players.
Oh, really?
3 or 4 unique players.
Oh, okay.
Like, how you got the unique.
Yeah.
We had. Wow. I think it was 4.
That hurts me. That actually hurts.
Players.
That hurts me. So it's basically Humphreys killed me, right?
Yeah, Humphreys and Flynn. Flynn was all right too.
Yeah, Flynn is all right.
Yeah, so not a whole lot to worry about, Pig, in my team, which is good. It's a nice problem to have. But I'm going to go Tsatas to Ashcroft.
Say that again.
I like it.
I think Ashcroft is just a much better play than Tsatas.
Yeah, I think if you're going to do it now. Tsatas has got to buy in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Who cares about him? I'm definitely thinking about getting rid of him.
He's obviously on the fringe of the 22 as well, and so is Ashcroft in a way, but I think he's obviously played himself into more games already.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
25 touches.
Yeah.
In a really hard-fought win as well. I think he's earned his spot into the team now.
So right now you're saying about one trade.
One trade for me.
Okay, and that's Tsatas to Ashcroft.
Ashcroft, yep. And I guess if I want to get greedy, I could go O'Sullivan to O'Driscoll maybe.
Yeah.
But I'm holding off on that for now.
Yeah, I don't think there's a need for that.
No,
okay, very good.
Yeah.
Very good.
What about you, Pig? What are you doing? Similar?
Look, if I'm either doing 1 or 2.
Yep.
2's feels a bit greedy for me, but
talk me through it.
The only reason I'm going 2 is because I want Tsatas out of my team as well. I just did not like the look of the guy.
Yeah.
God damn it!
You know what? We haven't used this sound much at all.
No, we need to
I'm
use
going to have
more
to put
of
about
that,
3 out before the end of the episode.
Yeah, that's right.
I picked Tsatas in ahead of like an Ashcroft and all that, so I instantly felt like...
God damn it!
Yeah.
But
felt a bit silly, yeah. No, I'm with you, Pig.
So Tsatas I've got, and I've also got Power Pepper, right, in the flex.
Yeah, you got the peps to go,
I don't have Flynn. I didn't pick Flynn, and I know that might hurt me, but then I thought to myself, I don't quite have the money to get from like a Pepper to Flynn instantly. I think I'm about 40k short. But I thought to myself, I'm going to wait and see how Flynn does against Brisbane. But I think I'm going to move Pepper to a Ashcroft. And then if I want to do 2, do a Tsatas for a Lindsay or a Driscoll. That's basically my moves. I think we're pretty similar in that.
That's great. Yeah.
And that seems a bit silly because I'm like, there's no really need for me to do that. But I'm looking at my long term. Like these guys look more long term. I could really give one of them a go. Like maybe Lindsay another go to get. If he can get a 70-80, then he's an absolute lock. So I might just do one. Maybe
I'd probably go O'Driscoll over Lindsay if you're deciding.
Yeah.
Ashcroft is number 1 target, and then I think O'Driscoll's the secondary target.
Yep. Okay.
Yep. And then Lindsay comes in.
So
third.
what do you think? It's weird because we're playing each other, but like I said, we're so even, and it is what it is.
Matter,
what do you think? Should I still burn that extra trade? Or
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah. I think fix it up now because Pep's.
Yeah.
Don't think he's the guy.
And effectively, like just say O'Driscoll. Driscoll will sit in my flex position, and like. I know having Flynn as the ruck backup is a great option, but my 2 ruckmen are Gawn and Cherry. Like if I had like maybe DeConning or like you see you got Cameron or something as that second ruck, Flynn would be good, but I'm not really banking on Gawn and Cherry to be just like no need for that backup ruck, especially with Boyd as well. So I'm thinking,
we did mention Boyd as well. He was quite
so
good.
I've got a bit of FOMO for missing out on Flynn, but at the same time, I'm like, what's the difference between Flynn at flex and like O'Driscoll at flex?
No, trust me. Look, as a Flynn owner, you're not missing out on much, Pig. It was hard to watch. I don't know how he scored 87. That's quite a blessing, to be honest.
God damn it!
Witts had 60 plus hit outs again. I was shocked. I was like, I can't believe that.
They actually moved Flynn forward, and that's where he got a few points. So I don't feel great about Flynn at the moment, Pig.
Yeah, okay. So you think it's a good move to have like an Ashcroft or a Driscoll in that?
Yeah. Flynn will be great as well, but don't force yourself to do it.
Yeah, well, I'm saving 50k and having one of those young guys in there as well. So, and then I can get creative with like a Kako and something to swap them around. Like I can, so because Boyd got a 63, and I think he's going to stay in the team as well.
Boyd will stay in the team, Brian Marshall will look terrible.
Yeah. So right now, on my final note is I committed to the rucks, Cherry and Gawn. Gawn got a 129, is a good captain for us, and Cherry got a 122. Like
huge.
As a season,
you pay for.
Season Supercoach, that's 2 great scores. Like the temptation, obviously, is to go to a DeConning, Cherry DeConning. You think just stick the course, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be touching those guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I might miss out some early points to DeConning and that, like, but I think he's still got a 70 in him. I don't think Cherry has a 70 in him.
Cherry could easily outscore him by 30 points.
Yeah.
You know, I'll definitely be leaving that alone.
Yeah.
That's the least of your worries.
Yeah.
Pepper's probably the number 1 thing for you, I think.
Yep.
Yep.
All right. So round 2 is upon us.
It is, tomorrow night.
Excited? How do you feel?
Feel good, Pete. I'm excited. It's
so
good.
now that after all that preseason, after all that, the sweats and all the research we did, you happy with your team? What would you give your team out of 5?
Out of 5, 4.
Yeah.
4 out of 5.
I feel the same way.
Yep. Happy with it. Yeah, a couple little things like I don't have a Driscoll would be nice, but that's about it really.
But if I had like, it's funny because we're going to swap a few of these young kids out. But if I had like maybe a I don't know, give me a name like Petrarca or something for Will Day sitting there, I'd be like my team's almost 5. Even if Petrarca did okay, but I'm like
Will Day will bounce back.
I know.
He will. He'll be
so.
good this year.
Yeah,
I like him.
Because like Dawson scored a 100. Rosie has got 128, which was quite good. Finney was great, 104.
Finney looks like he's going to be a good pick this year.
Pick up, and Oliver did enough at a 93.
But there's a few issues on my team. Like James Leake, obviously. Has to be sorted out at some point.
Damn it.
God damn you, Leaky. And Darcy Cameron. My plan with Darcy Cameron is going to come to fruition. Next week is going to come to fruition.
Say that again.
Yeah. So he's going to go
What's your plan?
Well, the plan is he's going to be at 600k and I'm going to go to DeConning.
Yep.
Cameron to DeConning.
Yep.
Bank 100k and or whatever DeConning is, 520, bank 80k.
Yep.
And ready to go.
Do you reckon he's going to make that 100k? What if he gets to 70?
Cameron?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, if he gets to 70, then he probably isn't going to make much money. I mean, he's break-even 77.
Well, okay, so watch this space.
If he scores 100, he'll give...
and the Pies have got Bulldogs, so he's up against English. So
I think he'll go all right against English.
Yeah. All right, no, all good.
But you got plans, Big.
All right, it's all happening. Round 2, I feel good. We're another great start of the season, so good luck this week. Hopefully I'll come out with a W.
Good luck, yeah.
Hopefully I can fit my big fat head into that Supercoach hat.
Yeah, well, that'll be yours next week, Pig, if you win. But if you don't win,
come with it to the side. Yeah,
if you don't win,
if I don't
again,
win,
baby.
it'll be a solo episode next week.
Say that again.
Oh, very good.
Piggy, it's been
good.
real. It's been good. It's been
Real good.
real good. All right, catch you later.
See you, Pig.